Music in the back. Hey guys, it's Ted Bogert. Welcome back to the Ted Show. I know you missed me because you told me you did, and I appreciate that. We've been revamping, restructuring, redoing everything. You're going to see a whole new product coming out pretty soon. And until then, though, I have not old product, but great friends. Dacoda Karvaski is on the show. She is the Citrus Club Takeover. She is our Citrus Club guru, and I also have Closson with Ivanhoe Park Brewing on the show because we have a great event coming up August 17th that we want to talk about. So much to talk about. Welcome, you two. How are you?
Good. How are you, Ted? We missed you. Welcome back. It feels like forever since I've been here with you.
I know we took a little week off. You gotta do that during the summer. But I was working, just not on the show. All right. So before we get rolling, Dacoda, tell us a little bit about you, and then we will introduce our guest of honor and let him tell himself about himself.
So you've probably seen me before. I'm Dacoda. I'm a member services representative here at the Citrus Club. We're located in downtown Orlando. I do a little bit of our marketing, but you'll mostly see me at the front desk. So stop by and say hello. And if you have any interest in becoming a member, visit our Instagram and Facebook.
That's correct. And you must join under me, but that's a different. I'm kidding. All right, Glenn. So Glenn is an old friend. He's not old, but he's an older friend. He is the owner, proprietor, guru, genius behind Ivanhoe Park Brewing. Welcome back to the show, Glenn. How you doing?
Thank you. It's been too long.
It has been too long. I think the last show we did together, I did it at your place. If I'm correct, we did a tasting, and that was so much fun. We were outside. I feel like we had a great time.
Yep.
What I remember of it.
Pre-COVID?
It was definitely pre-COVID.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, those were the days.
Yes, those are the days. I was hoping they're coming back, but we're gonna manifest that.
You can all
but before we take a deep dive and talk about August 17th, tell them a little bit about you.
All right. Well, I'm Glenn Closson. I own Ivanhoe Park Brewing Company. It's about 3 miles down the road from the Citrus Club. I currently sit on the Board of Governors as well. So we've been doing some fun stuff recently, including what we're about to plug in for the August 17th member social. Other than that, I enjoy working out, drinking beer, and traveling.
Yes, I could have done without the working out part, but the traveling and the beer sounds good to me. Tell us what made you, did you have experience in brewing beforehand? What was the impetus behind you opening Ivanhoe Park Brewing?
Yeah, so I actually owned and operated a brewery in Southern California out in Huntington Beach. I actually just got back from a 2-week vacation trip out there to kind of check in with friends and family. So I had my experience from that one, and I kind of came out here, saw there was a little niche in the market. There was probably only 15 breweries in 2016 when I first came out. And then we opened in 2018 and just been going since then.
So what separates it? So tell them where it's at, because it's in Ivanhoe, by the way. And if you don't know where that is, he'll tell you. But what's different about your place? I love the feel there, but that's me. You tell them what you feel like is different, because I feel like you bring a different experience than you would normally get at other breweries.
Yeah, I mean, we're located in Ivanhoe Village Main Street, just like you said. It's right on Alden Road, so if you know where the Hammered Lamb is, we're right behind them, by the Lake Highland Prep softball, baseball fields over there. I think it's just, all breweries build community, but that is our number one, goal. Commitment to community is our main slogan. And I think we do that, really well with Dog Day Afternoon, family days. We do movie nights. So it's very family friendly. It gets people out and, back and reconnected. COVID was obviously a huge hit to us because we wanted to hang out and spend time with everybody, but the community still came together, supported us getting beer to go, and, kind of helped us get through that slump for sure.
Isn't that term beer to go such a beautiful thing? I love the fact that we can do that in Florida still.
Sounds French.
By the way, it's so good. Dacoda, tell a little bit about, because we have beers that we're going to try, but tell the audience a little bit about the August 17th event.
Yeah, so for all you members, we want you to join us on a little outing, a little field trip, if you will, to Ivanhoe Park Brewing Company over there on Alden Road. So it's going to be from 4 to 7. It's going to be just $20 per person. And it's going to come with a complimentary flight of 4 different beers from Ivanhoe. And also you'll get the first pint in that as well to enjoy while you're on the tour. And you can also enjoy Flipper's Pizzeria and Bento Rican food truck that will be on site for purchase as well.
So $20 is it?
$20 plus tax plus your
Oh
Florida.
yes, that's right. Tax and of course the food.
Gotta
because
put
We
tax
always want
there.
to take care of our people. What is going to be in the flight? So we have beer to my left, to Glenn's left as well, and we're going to taste some of that.
Which
I
we
think a
sell
lot
right
of-
here at the club
Yes,
in
we
our
are-
Citrus Lounge.
Yes, tell them about that because you have beer here. You are one of the distributors.
Yes.
Yes.
So at this location, there's 3 tap handles here that are available. It's our Park Hopper Pilsner, our Joyland IPA, and our Toboggan Blonde Ale. These 4 that we're trying are going to be different than that night of. We're going to try to do something unique. That way, you can purchase the beer here anytime. So we might as well give you something unique that's not necessarily always available out in distribution.
Well, let's taste because we've got them here. Let's do
All
it.
right.
And I'm going to ask questions. You come up with flavors because you do a lot of flavor stuff. You integrate that. How do you come up? Is it really a hard job for you to have to taste all of that to get to the one that you want? What's the process like?
So we have a pretty good brew team. Pretty good. No, they're amazing. I'm sorry. Pretty good sounds horrible. But Amanda Maley's the head brewer. She came from Red Cypress. She does all the recipe creation, but she has a really great lead brewer, Eric, that, they both kind of brainstorm and collaborate. We do have to, look at what the market wants, but for the most part, we brew what we would drink. A lot of our beers are true to style beers, especially the ones we're drinking now. There isn't a lot of crazy stuff added to it. It's just beer as beer is supposed to be. But we do the one-offs in the tap room where we add, the fun coconut, the peanut butter, the fruited stuff. So that there is a market out there for it. So we kind of have to tend towards that market.
So what are we drinking this first one?
First one's going to be pretty light, easy drinking. It's our Park Hopper Pilsner.
So what's a Pilsner? Because we're going to talk. Cheers.
Cheers.
And this won an award, didn't it, Glenn?
Yes. So this one actually won a couple. Right before COVID, we had the Florida Best Beer Fest, and it was the first time we entered this beer. It was entered as a Pilsner, and it won gold medal for that one. And more recently,
Awesome.
Earlier this year, we had it at the U.S. Beer Championship. So at the national level, it got bronze.
Wow.
So it's, gold in the
There's
state.
a U.S. Beer Championship.
Yeah.
So
I've been
basically, you
missing
haven't
out.
tried it. If you haven't tried it, you need to try this. It is a bronze winner.
Yeah.
This is delicious. So what makes it a Pilsner? What does that mean?
So Pilsner falls under the lager category. It's a joke where you say how many beers are there. Technically, there's only 2 beers because there's ales and lagers. And then from there, their family tree just grows immensely where there's just a ton of beer styles below that. But it falls under the lager style, so it takes a little longer to ferment. That obviously gives it that more clean and crisp taste to it.
Delicious.
It lets things kind of drop out as it's lagering and just kind of be clean and crisp kind of flavor profile.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
I'm on the clock, guys, so I'm just living
I'm
vicariously through you right
sorry. I'm
now.
sorry. All right. So I tasted.
Yes.
What's next?
What's next? We could go with the pineapple vibes. This one's not available here, so this might be a fun one that we add on the tour.
Pineapple vibes.
So this one's a pineapple blonde ale. So you're going to get notes of the pineapple on the nose. And this one's a fun one because Epcot Food and Wine actually picked this one up.
No way.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
Yes, we have 3 beers at Epcot Food and Wine this year, which is the most any other brewery was chosen for.
That's delicious.
Yes. So super easy drinking. The fruit gives it a little bit of sweetness on the front end of it, but overall it's a blonde ale, so it still has that beer is supposed to be kind of flavor
It's real
profile.
good.
Yeah.
What makes it blonde? The color?
So it's a style of beer, blonde ale. It's mainly the malt mix, but yes, eventually the malt creates a certain color.
It's pretty, y'all. It's good. Really good. I like it. It's not heavy. I think a lot of people would ask, well, is it sweet pineapple, Ted? It's not. It's just got a nice nose. It's got a nice flavor to it.
Yeah.
I love it. This is good.
Yeah.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.
All right, that one's good. All right, explain the next one while I am having a sip of this delicious
Let's see.
blonde ale.
Well, now we have kind of the base beer of that blonde ale. It's called Toboggan Blonde Ale, since we have it on tap here. So this one is pretty much the same beer without the pineapple added.
Why toboggan?
History. Here we go. So toboggan is a slide. I mean, some people from the Northeast think toboggan's a hat. but it's an actual wooden slide. And the reason behind it is Ivanhoe Park was an amusement park back in 1910, located on Lake Ivanhoe that you can see from our outdoor patio. The main attraction was this wooden slide. So we wanted to incorporate a lot of that history into our core beers.
Love
and
the
name
story
of the brand, so.
every time you tell it, because I didn't know that.
I know,
Who would
it's
think a
crazy.
toboggan in Orlando?
I know.
Yeah,
1910. That's around the time I was born.
that's awesome.
All right, so this is toboggan.
So yes, you're pretty much going to get a lot of the similar notes. As mentioned, we added the pineapple for a couple resorts down
Also
by
delicious.
Disney, and also Epcot Food and Wine wanted that specific beer.
That's yummy.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all delicious. Don't get me wrong.
Super easy drink.
I don't work out like Glenn does, so I have to be careful how much beer I drink. But I do love the flavor.
That's why I have to work out.
Oh, that's why you have. That's motivation.
It
See, I
is.
can understand.
Now, do you know where you can find that specifically in Epcot when you go to Food and Wine?
Oh, good question.
Yeah, so this one, the Pineapple Blonde, Pineapple Vibes, is in the Brewing, but it's like a wing stop. I don't know the name of it. It's where they have like that virtual tour of like the future of Epcot.
Yes.
It's like the
Gotcha.
octagon shaped
Yep,
place.
I know just where you're talking.
Then they have Apple Ever After is an apple sour we did for them, and that one's located in the Canada section.
Happily Ever After.
Yeah.
Dude, those are great. What a great name.
It came out good. So we did that as a collaboration with the Lost Bros, and they did the label design. It came out really cool. And then the third one is our Ryasu Japanese rice lager, and that's actually in Epcot, Japan.
Oh,
So
somebody asked if you do pineapple wine. You do only beer, correct?
we do only beer. Yeah, the taxes on wine are different, and of course Uncle Sam is very strict on stuff like that, so they want their money.
But good question, Kelly. Thank you.
Yes, I like that.
All right, I have something new in front of me. Yes?
Oh yes. So our final one, Joyland IPA.
That's
All right, tell me about IPAs, because a lot of people have very strong opinions on an IPA. They either love it or hate it, I feel like. And I think a lot of people hate it because they don't understand it, and they're afraid that the flavor is going to be too heavy.
I believe that too. It took me a while to get in IPAs, and now they are my favorite style. A lot of people are trending towards the New England hazy IPAs, but this is a true American IPA, so it obviously has that clarity, whereas like a hazy would have that cloudy, like juicy look to it. I just think it's definitely a palate changer. You have to just get used to it.
It's got a strong.
IPA is like cilantro. You either hate it or you love it.
Yes, 50-50.
I think people get so the flavor is strong, and Kelly asked, what does IPA stand for?
So it's India Pale Ale. There's a long story behind it. The reason I don't want to go all into it, but back in World War II, the British were sending beer to India, and hops are a way to preserve the beer. So they would add additional hops so that it would survive the trek all the way to India where their troops were. And so it became known as, when they came back from war, India Pale Ale versus just a normal pale.
I never knew that. That's
I only knew that because you've told that story on the show, but I had forgotten before. So that was a great question, Kelly, because I think that I like the flavor of this. It's got a strong, distinct, completely different than the other three.
Mm-hmm.
But I like that it just gives you that kick in your mouth, and you have to kind of get used to it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about the trend of, and then I'll let Dacoda tell us more what's going on with the club. The trend on all of the flavors. So there are chocolate stouts. I'm fascinated by this because it sounds good, and then I drink it, and then I'm old, so I get full. But you think you're going to taste this flavor, chocolate stout. You're like, oh my God, it's going to be a chocolate milk. It's not a chocolate milk. So what goes on there? Do you offer those kinds? And what's your thought process on all of the mixing and the changing it up?
Yeah, so we did Camp Ivanhoe recently, where we released 5 different beers during the week, and one of them was a s'more stout. So it's our imperial stout, where we actually add flavor profiles of graham cracker and marshmallow in it, so it gives you that hint of like you're eating a s'more stout by the campfire kind of thing.
Nice.
They're fun because you got to come up. You want to try to keep it as true to beer as you can. You have your hops, your water, your barley, and your yeast. Obviously, to get that exact flavor profile, we do have to add additional flavoring. So they're fun. I think, we just had the Florida Craft Brewers Conference, and it's funny on the industry side. We know the market loves it, so we brew it because of that. Right. But every brewer, if they could, would probably want to brew just lagers, true to style.
Yep.
They're proud of that. They want to show off, like, look, I know exactly what these four
because
ingredients
it's an art
are.
science. It's
It
basically like it's very methodical, and it's a big deal to be able to do that. So
Yeah.
I get adding the flavors. I mean, look at how many flavors of hard seltzers we have now. There's a demand, but I think a purist loves this basic beer.
Yeah.
They love that.
The true to style.
They love it. All right, so I'm going to let you take over, Dacoda. What's up next?
All right, so we are over the moon excited about this really cool event that we're hosting September 25th. That's going to be open to the public, so everyone can come on out. I have been waiting for this for so long. It's Oktoberfest. So I'm going to show the flyer real quick. It's going to be blasted everywhere around downtown pretty soon, so you'll hopefully see it everywhere.
Look how smart you are putting that so it goes up the right way.
So this is going to be our Oktoberfest on September 25th. It's going to be just like a super blowout party. So we're going to have a full German band. We're going to have everything just like super Oktoberfest style. Our chef is German and his family is. They own a German restaurant. So you know that this is going to be good. This is going to be done right. And our members get a special price of $45 plus tax and service charge. So all the members watching, don't miss out on that. And then for all you non-members out there, we're going to do a $60, but you still get all you can eat food and drink. You can't beat that, and music and more.
And guess what? I'm pretty sure. What's the dress code?
Casual or later.
I wore my lederhosen.
Yeah, it's
time.
Shorts or lederhosen. That's all.
I mean, seriously, you got to come out and have fun. It's not your traditional. Oh, we even have a question. How do I join? Kelly, I will get you that information. I think it's so much fun the way, and if you haven't experienced Chef's German food, he's in his element like no other element with this. And the food is absolutely amazing, but it's also fun. The German band is fun. There's music. There's all sorts of great stuff going on. And of course, we had some challenges with COVID, but this is going to be coming back September 25th. I'm super excited for this. Every time Chef does anything Oktoberfest oriented, you don't want to miss out.
It's going to be super authentic. I'm really excited. And we're actually going to have him on the show in a couple of weeks. So that'll be fun. And he'll bring on some of his homemade sauerkraut, I think. So
that's good stuff. All right. Anything else coming up at the club they need to know about?
Besides that, don't forget to sign up for the Ivanhoe Park Brewing Company tour. That's going to be on August 17th, as we said. So it's coming up soon. Call in either our club number, or you can visit us on Instagram or Facebook and shoot me a message and let me know that you want to come.
All right. You guys go out and support local. Glenn Closson, Ivanhoe Park Brewing. Go out, have a good time. The place is awesome, and they're all inviting, and the staff are amazing. And if you want to join the Citrus Club, reach out to me or Dacoda, and we will help you out. Get involved, guys. This is great. And what Glenn is doing and all the things that we're doing here, we're really trying to give back. We're trying to give added value for our members, but we're also super involved in the community and want to engage as many people in the community and highlight amazing businesses like Glenn's. So come out, reach out, citrus-club.com, or you can reach out to me, Dacoda, or Glenn, and we will get you the information you need. All right, guys. Thank you. That was awesome. Perfect. How could it be a bad day when you got to try that many beers?
Oh, before we leave, Glenn, I wanted to know, what's your favorite part about being a member here? I got to put you on the spot really quick.
You got out of it. Man. I was trying to
He thought.
She's good. She's good. She's
Well, I mean, I think Ted put it best that he is my favorite thing at the Citrus Club.
I may have said that.
I think, I don't know. I use the gym a lot downstairs in the morning, so I think it's great that, like, I can work and play here. So, you know, I get food done in the morning, and then I can come up, enjoy a good lunch. And then happy hour is always great. Plus, they have Ivanhoe Park beer on tap. You can't beat that.
Amen to that.
Perfect. Thank you. Sorry.
You're awesome. All right, guys. We'll be back next week-ish, and we will keep you informed, just like we always do on the Citrus Club Takeover on the TED Show. Thank you, guys. We'll see you soon.